Okay, so I'm back after being nemocne, which is Czech for sick. And I even got a new robe and a gangster hat to go with being sick. But the fever's gone, so I'm good now. So yeah. So I apologize to everybody who I didn't get back to in emails and text messages. Like I just said, fuck it. Like I just said fuck it and just didn't do anything. But just I played PlayStation a couple times, man. But I was fucked up. But anyway, so I'm back with this video. This was sent in by a watcher, and I watched maybe like the first minute or two. It sounds like this girl, she's generally on the right track. I don't have anything negative. I'm not looking for anything negative, but it usually always goes that way. But I don't have anything negative, at least for the first minute and a half. She's pretty right on point. So this is about a 7 minute clip, and I'm gonna let it play completely through the first time. Because, like I said, I listened to the first 2 minutes, and she's got her head on straight, which it happens. It totally happens. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this, and the volume's a little lower, so I got to do my audio work to make it loud, so you guys hopefully can hear it better. So here we go. I'm gonna start in like 5 seconds.
No self. So how you gonna know a nigga? How you gonna know what you want? A lot of y'all don't even understand what it takes to be in a monogamous relationship. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all be wanting to lock a nigga in so bad, you don't really understand what it actually takes to be in a relationship where you're asking another person to solely focus on you for their intimacy, to solely focus on you for their companionship, to solely focus on you for partnership in finances and in life and in bill paying and in goal setting. Like, you ain't even whole enough to be a nigga everything. And when I be saying that, y'all bitches get on my videos and y'all get offended. Like I'm always taking up for the niggas. But women be the main ones pushing for monogamy. And then when a bitch get in a relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else. By asking this man to not call nobody else. By asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male to female. You are then saying, I'm going to be whatever you need me to be, nigga. Because I don't want, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all just think that's how it's supposed to be because that's what the media and the movies and your mammy and them taught you. That's what y'all think. Y'all, like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're going to have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to, half of y'all wouldn't even want the nigga after that. But you never sit down to actually really consider what does it take to be fucking Ray Ray's girlfriend? What does it take to be Michael's wife? Like, what type of demons do this nigga really got? What type of sex drive do he really got if he left every other bitch alone and only fucks with me? What type of things will he want out of me?
Yeah.
Y'all be want a nigga that's rich and a freak and got a great personality, but is low key, don't talk to nobody, but is a people person, but is like y'all want all this shit. And girl, if you actually had to entertain that nigga non-stop by yourself, bitch, you be a circus monkey. The way you would have to suck dick on Tuesday, swing from the ceiling fan on Thursday, be a fucking stripper on Friday because the nigga like pole dancing on the weekends. Like, the way you'd have to cook on Sunday, turn around on Monday, and like y'all don't even know the half. And y'all be so quick to want a nigga to just lock in on you. Do you even have enough going on for you to be a person everything? Y'all be on some of these one-on-ones. Y'all don't even really be knowing these niggas to want to be locked in 100%. Then when y'all get into relationships, you want to feel some type of way because the nigga is requiring odd things of you. Bitch, you should die before you was running around here hollering, leave them other hoes alone. You supposed to be with me. Stop texting her. Stop. Y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended. But this is nothing but cold hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you. The shit is very deep. Y'all be wanting monogamy and shit. You want to be a person's sole focus. That's what y'all be wanting. Like, tell the truth. Y'all want these niggas to only worry about y'all. But do you have enough to even interest a nigga that long? Half of y'all don't even have nothing going on but the nigga. That's it. Outside of being John baby mama and you work at the motherfucking hospital down nigga. You don't go self-educate in your spare time because you're so busy trying to make sure the nigga stay focused on you. But that's like a bitch trying to make you watch a movie that it ain't even that interesting. Just turn it on and look at it. Bitch, look it on. Look at the movie. Bitch, look it on. But bitch, this shit is boring. It's nothing going on. It ain't helping a nigga get a bag. It don't really satisfy my sex drive like that all the way around. It's not doing that for me and my children. Why do I gotta keep looking at this? Y'all never consider this shit. This is why I be preaching work on self. This is why I be saying go work on you. So then you don't have to demand a bitch's attention. You don't have to demand that a nigga pay you some mind. You don't have to demand that a dude like uphold these responsibilities in a monogamous relationship. He will do it because the movie is interesting. Because the bitch match what he want. This be too deep for y'all. Y'all don't never want to have conversations like this. When I be talking to y'all on one-on-ones, all y'all be trying to figure out is like how to make a nigga do what y'all want them to do. You never actually consider that you probably, it's not enough. And I don't mean that in a way like belittling you. I mean that just being straight the fuck up. And the reason why I can think like this, because listen, I'm somebody, I spent a long time working on myself. Like a long time, fixing a lot of fucked up ways of thinking, understanding that perception doesn't mean I'm right, meaning that something from my viewpoint doesn't make me right. It could be real to me on how I viewed it, but it doesn't make the other person, like it took me a long time to get my shit together, to be willing to admit when I'm wrong, to be able to stand in front of a man, a male figure, and say, you know what? I was wrong about that. I was running my mouth or over talking you, and I didn't know what I was. It took me a long time to get like that. Now that I'm like that, now that I have my family situation organized and I can co-parent great, and I understand that it's my job to take care of my responsibilities and pay for my vanity needs and, you know, cover my necessities, and I understand life in the way that this country is ran, and that it's not where another person's supposed to come in and cover your. Now that I understand all of this, a nigga can't just bring me in a situation and just try to make me be monogamous with them unless he got enough going on to keep my attention. When I realized, love, there are levels to you. There are depths to you. Like your personality, like listen, when I really got in tune with me, some things came out of me sexually that I never knew. Like I got a different type of sex drive. I got a different type of want and need when it comes to conversation. Like I don't just, you got to have more than dick and money if you coming to sit at the table with me. So just like I would tell some of y'all females, a nigga can't come sit around me and keep talking about locking me in and you don't got nothing going on. I got major goals. If you don't got no major goals, I can't align with you. Like I cover my responsibilities, I don't come with drama. If you don't cover your responsibilities and you come with drama, you can't sit at the table with me. Don't mean I'm better than you, but I worked hard. It's gonna take a lot. You got to have your shit together to have my attention fully talking about locking in with you. The problem is y'all ain't went and got to know self. Like y'all ain't went and bust your own self open. Y'all ready to bust a nigga open and try to figure out, you know, how to keep this nigga, how to fuck him good, or figure out how to fuck yourself good, how to stimulate your mind, what you really do like, what you really, and then go look for a partner to match that. Y'all don't understand. And see, people who don't get this, y'all take it like people like me act like we better. No. I require a lot because I come with a lot. I require certain standards because I uphold myself to a certain standard. I done talked to niggas before in the past, they be like, damn, you ain't want to invite a nigga over.
Okay, yeah, so that's just, oh wait, let me turn the volume down. Okay, yeah, so that's essentially a whole video, man. Like, and she's right. She's right. Like me, like what most men will tell you when you're in a date market, when you're talking to women, most women are not interesting to talk to. Most women, like the thing is, most women they don't bring. Most women are going to be the liability in the relationship. Like at best, most women are just a low cost liability. Like most women are not going to be assets in the world. She's right. I didn't hear anything wrong with anything she said. The only thing I could do is like go a little deeper in on the areas of like how it came to be like that. Like for instance, like where it starts out, like how she said like the girls they go all crazy over a guy and come to find out like they actually get him and they figure out they don't want him type of shit. Yeah, that's totally true because the world like especially like since what's this 2020, so maybe like 2006, 7ish. The world became a fucking candy store to women. With the online dating and social media, the world became this candy store on top of being fucking taught by, like how she said, I don't know this girl's name, but I can't even find her name. But like how this girl said, the media just teaching the women that yeah, you deserve everything just because you're a woman. You deserve everything. If as long as you just have sex with somebody, they'll like you. And on top of that, you include Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, and these dating apps where all they have to do is literally swipe right 2 times before they find somebody who likes them. Like the world is just a smorgasbord. So when you're so used to getting everything that quick, there's no incentive for you to think past 15 minutes in front of your fucking face. You see, and that's my opinion on how things got to how they are now. With how she was saying, like,
no self. So how you gonna know?
Like pretty much, girls can just all they bring almost girls gonna bring to the table is gonna be pussy, and maybe a little bit of decent companionship, and the other 23 hours out of the day she's gonna be either annoying or sleep. You know, I get it. I don't see anything wrong with it. So now I'm gonna go back and break down the shit. I'm just gonna leave the volume down. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put it up so you guys can hear it.
Know a nigga. How you gonna know what you want? A lot of y'all don't even understand what it takes to be in a monogamous relationship. Like y'all don't even understand. Y'all be wanting to lock a nigga in so bad. You don't really understand what it actually takes to be in a relationship where you're asking another person to solely focus on you for their intimacy, to solely focus on you for their companionship, to solely focus on you for partnership in finances and in life and in bill paying and in goal setting. Like you ain't even whole enough to be a nigga everything. And when I be saying that, y'all bitches get on my videos and y'all get offended. Like I'm always taking up for the niggas. But women be the main ones pushing for monogamy. And then when a bitch get in the
well, yeah, this is gonna be some fucking work. Well, yeah, and I agree with her on that. Yeah, well, women are usually the main. Okay, well, correction. More times, more men are pushing for monogamy. But see, this is just how the female brain works. And I don't fault her for not seeing every little part because she is, you know, like I say, women have the more difficult time seeing the world for what it actually is versus what they want to see it, what the world is. Okay, I would say no. I disagree with her on that. More men push for monogamy initially. More men will. But see, the thing is, once that man comes off as being like weaker to the woman or lesser than the woman, that man simply doesn't exist. So in a woman's mind, she thinks more women are pushing monogamy. You see, but because see, this is how shallow woman's mind is on a whole. Like that whole saying like men are shallow and all this stuff. No, women are easily 40 times as shallow. But the thing is, woman is so shallow and ignorant to her own shallowness that she can't even see it a tad bit. You see, and it starts from very young ages in girls. Like as soon as a girl realizes she likes a guy and the guy's like is in some way lesser than her, immediately that guy doesn't exist. He's a joke. She laughs at him. He's you see. So yeah, so to her, yeah, more women push for monogamy. So let's speak from her perspective as a woman. More women will push for monogamy. From who? Who will women push for monogamy from? Because what did we just do the math on earlier? I would do it, but I got a headache, so I can't get too loud. But who are women pushing monogamy from? The guys who don't give a fuck. I was actually thinking about one of my favorite movies, man, and it's a movie that you probably wouldn't expect to come from me, but Vanilla Sky, because that shit caught me off the fuck guard in like the last 20 minutes. I didn't see that shit coming. The ending, I didn't see it coming at all. That's why it's one of my favorite movies. And look, if you know that movie, watch that shit. Watch the bitch who was like crazy about Tom Cruise's character, and watch the bitch who kind of like takes him and leaves him type of shit, and he's crazy about her. It's like that video in that movie, Vanilla Sky in itself is RedPill from that base alone. Pretty much, the girl's crazy about the guy who doesn't give a fuck about her, and the guy's crazy about a girl who doesn't give a fuck about him. And even on a deeper RedPill thing, the girl who's crazy about him comes from a richer family and has more money. He don't give a fuck about her. The guy want the girl who was like I think she worked as a dental assistant. The Penelope Cruz character. I worked as a dental assistant because she has that accent, and I remember how she said it. When it was in her place. Vanilla Sky, man, that movie was that's one of my favorite movies. But I didn't think about it. That movie's more red pill than I even thought until now. But back to the original topic, who do women search for monogamy in? They're not searching for monogamy in the guy who will, genuinely want to take care of them and nice and blah. That's not who they searching for monogamy in. Who are they searching monogamy from? The bad boy, pretty much the guy who has a million other, the top 10 to 20% of men. I say they're not really looking for monogamy out of like the bottom, out of the top 20%, the lower 5%. They're not looking for monogamy, but they're just kind of like they'll deal with that shit until they can hopefully better up where they're at, or else they'll just like say fucking and tap out there. But they're really looking for like the top 10 to 15% of men in their area, in their culture of mindset. That's what they're like. Because every woman, like, they have different things, but in that woman's culture and mindset, they're only going to go after the top 10% of men. So with that being said, that top 10% of men, back to another saying, like, women only want whatever they think other women want. So if she thinks another woman wants you, then there'll be value in you, and she'll at least suck your dick 3 or 4 times because she figures, oh well, I made out with that prize, and then nonchalantly like show it off to other females in the group that she had it before. Who was she looking for monogamy from? That top 10% of guys. Who are women looking for it from? Because at the end of the day, women. Now I will agree with her on this, because if I had to guess, she's a little older. And in the end, women must seek monogamy. Okay, they must seek it out, because at the end of the day, biologically, woman literally craves attention and protection. And she literally craves chronic attention and protection. After that, she'll figure out how to love whatever it is after that. But her biology craves protection and attention. You see, and this is where a lot of them get confused also. See, that attention is supposed to come from their own kids, and that protection is supposed to come from that man. But see, women, they especially nowadays, they're all confused in the head. They don't know, like, bitches are, they'll rather show their ass on Instagram to get attention, to kind of be like a substitute for, having their own children. Or some women are just purely confused from the start and think that that's the right form of attention, to get it from men on the internet than their own fucking children at home. It's like they're just all confused. But since woman biologically crave seeking those two things out. So in the end, this is why I say all the times before, women inevitably settle. Because there's always going to be a better guy, there's always going to be a better status, there's always going to be higher money. Woman's brain, woman inevitably, in every culture on this planet, she will inevitably become frustrated because she has to settle. Why is this? Because woman is naturally a gold-digging prostitute. She's always going, and that's brutal, that's rough to say. It hurts, or it may be validating what you were already thinking, but it's just the reality of the situation. Woman literally is a gold-digging prostitute for status. Like, she's always going to be looking up. See, prostitutes, because, okay, do the math. Prostitutes don't go down to go fuck guys for money, and they don't go down like where the average wage is, let's say $30,000 a year. They don't go, ooh, I need to go where them $10,000 a year motherfuckers are. They trying to get up higher. Like that's woman's nature. It's gold digging prostitute. They're all like, and why do I say prostitute? Maybe not particularly strictly for money in exchange for sex, but it's the protection. Now, money is a form of protection, but it's the protection. See, especially when woman gets a little older. See that working 40 hours a week, that's not cute. Working 40 hours a week and having to get up every morning, go to work, and hustle on the way to get back home, and sleep 8 hours, get back up. See, that shit ain't cute. They don't like doing that shit. They want that protection. They want that man to go out there and do that shit. And like I said, when I say the prostitute, it's not necessarily always just the money. It can be the protection, like in a physical. Maybe you're tall, or maybe you're muscular, or maybe you have a way with words, and you know when you go out and you can manipulate people around you. It's at the core. It's that protection is what they're going for. That's what they're fighting for. It's what they're dressing up to look cute for, to walk outside to attract. They're not dressing up to look cute to attract other cute guys. And see, and the easiest way you can see this shit is go like look at poorer countries. Look at like the stereotypically poor countries, and you'll see beautiful women hooked up, married with like some of the not stereotypically good looking men. Okay, but perfect example, and this is kind of a far-fetched example, but perfect example, look at Melania Trump and Donald Trump. Do you think Melania Trump ever looked forward to sucking Donald Trump's dick because of his physical fucking appearance? Like, ooh, girl, I just dream over Donald Trump's balls. I just dream to touch his balls. No. Do you think Melania Trump ever or any woman on this planet dreams of Donald Trump sexually? No, they dream of his protection, and they'll figure out how to do mental gymnastics later to please him sexually because they know that's what he wants in exchange for protection. Anyway, let's continue.
Relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else, by asking this man to not call nobody else, by asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male or female, you are then saying, I'm going to be whatever you need me to be, nigga, because I don't want, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all just think that's how it's supposed to be because that's what the media and the movies and your man and them taught you. That's what y'all think. Y'all, like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're going to have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to, half of y'all wouldn't even want the nigga after that. But you never sit down to actually really consider what does it take to be fucking Ray Ray's girlfriend.
Okay, now this is a good topic right here, and I hope I didn't forget it because I'm still kind of fucked up from being sick. But this is a good topic right here. You see, and this is something that nobody really know that not many people talk about. Men is like okay. First of all, I'll start off by this. See, men have to juggle so much more mentally than woman ever has to be successful as man and woman. Man has to juggle far more. It's not even a competition. All right, it's one of the things that's not even up for debate. It's just men have to juggle far more up here than any woman on the planet will have to do. Because a woman can just sell being woman, just as it is. You see? And somebody out there on a slow night is going to come try to hook up with that woman. But see, man, he can't sell just stand there and being man. It don't work like that. But see, now this is a deeper topic that not many people talk about. See, in order to keep woman acting right, man has to juggle perfectly. He has to juggle this perfectly. The illusion that one woman can completely please him while at the same time she's not quite good enough. You see, and this is an in-depth topic that could probably be a whole entire other video on itself that can last at least an hour to how to properly do it. Because, see, you have to understand a woman's nature from the start is also this. Gold digging prostitute. That's every woman's survival method. But when it comes to like being desirable on a mental level between the two sexes, man has to juggle properly communicating to the woman that one, she's doing a great job, she's perfect, blah, blah, and two, she's not quite good enough. You see, because for number one, woman is so desperate to know that she can please someone else that it turns into the whole driving force of her life. The reason why women will cut their tits open, they will inject fucking fix-a-flat in their fucking ass crack, is because she wants to know that she can please other people. She will risk her fucking life to do it. And you have to understand this. It's just the reality. This is what women do. Their prime objective is to find that they can pleasure other people. All right? That's it. So, as a man, you have to be aware of this, and you have to properly communicate to her that, oh yeah, you're doing a great job, blah, blah, but you also, and on the back end, you got to say, but you're not quite good enough. I got this from Tom Likas. Tom Likas, I forget which Tom Likas it was, but he was going over back end compliments. And he said, say shit like, I don't care what anybody says. I think you're beautiful. That's a perfect backhand compliment. Because she's completely pleasing you, but now she's aware, I'm not good enough. But if everybody doesn't think I'm beautiful, then my status will lower. And the women, like how you keep a woman acting right, you have to continuously backhand shit with her. You have to keep that mix going. You have to keep, like, just like them cement trucks. Okay, perfect example. Like them cement trucks. Y'all see them cement trucks, and they always turn a little slow. Even when the truck stopped, even when it's going, it's always turning. Because as soon as you stop, you're going to lose that shit, and the cement going to lock up, and you can't get that shit out because it's going to lock up to a rock. You got to keep that cement truck moving. Just like that woman, like compliment, backhand compliment. Compliment, backhand compliment. See, that's how you keep a woman acting right. That's how you keep her fluid for you. So when you need that cement, you can just pour out when you need it. Just like a bitch. When you need a bitch to act right, when you just pour out when you want her to act right, and like with the cement truck, you get that semen out. She acts right because she doesn't know she's fully pleasing you. Because like now when you stop, if you stop on one, I hope this is making sense. Because like I said, I just got over being sick, so I hope this is making sense. When you stop on either a backhand compliment, a compliment, or a backhand compliment, when you stop on any one of those, then you're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Because if you're full on complimenting her, see, this is what woman's brain does. When you full on compliment her too much, well, you're gonna fall into either nice guy territory, or she's fully accomplished her destined goal of successfully fully pleasing man, and she'll be off to another one. Or if you end off on a backhand compliment, she'll just start feeling like dirt, feeling like dirt, feeling like dirt. And then the first motherfucker that says, hey, nice shoes, bitch. Oh, I'm over with Sue, with John now. Like she'll just leave for that next motherfucker who says something nice to her. You see, and it hopes that he keeps up that cement truck of compliment, compliment, backhand compliment to keep her fucking liquid still in his hands type of shit. Which doesn't make any sense, but liquid in his hands. But I hope you get the point what I'm trying to say. You have to keep okay. In other words, you have to keep her on her toes. Or in other words, you always have to keep it like in some sense that you have one foot out the door. All right, like you got one foot in, but you also got one foot out. That's the only way you keep them acting right. It's the only way.
What does it take to be Michael's wife? Like, what type of demons do this nigga really got? What type of sex drive do he really got if he left every other bitch alone and only fucks with me? What type of things will he want out of me? Y'all be want a nigga that's rich and a freak and got a great personality, but is low key, don't talk to nobody, but is a people person, but is like y'all want all this shit. And girl, if you actually had to entertain that nigga non-stop by yourself, bitch, you be a circus monkey. The way you would have to suck dick on Tuesday, swing from the ceiling fan on Thursday, be a fucking stripper on Friday because the nigga like pole dancing on the weekends. Like the way you'd have to cook on Sunday, turn around on Monday, and like y'all don't even know the half.
Okay, and I meant to touch on this in my last rant. Now here's the other sad reality. See, men have to always entertain women as like being like just good enough, blah blah. But here's the reality. Here's the deeper reality. And Chris Rock touched on this a while back. He said, "I don't care if you had a Superman cape come out of your pussy. A man is gonna get tired of fucking you. It doesn't matter if this is the deeper reality. A lot of women know this too. A lot of women fully know this. And this is why a lot of women won't date a lot of men is because women have had it happen to them. They'll be the prettiest one, and they'll cheat on them with some ugly girl or something like that. It's just, see, because in my opinion, it's like this. It's like, imagine if you got your favorite food to eat. Let's say your favorite food was like pepperoni pizza. And guess what? Now you got to eat pepperoni pizza every day for the rest of your life. See how fucked up that turns real quick? It's the same thing. I'd say it's the same thing with men and women. Now, with women going to men, that's different. But for men going to women, is it not like women? And okay, now I always wanted to say this too. I never thought of it till now. Women's bodies are okay. Men view women sexually. In my opinion of this, men view women sexually the same way how women view shoes and clothing. It's the same shit. Like. Sure, I like a girl with small tits. Sure, I like a girl with a small ass. But that's not gonna be my main go-to. Sure, I like short, super skinny girls from time to time. Sure, I may like a fat bitch here and there, but that's not gonna be my go-to shit. I'd happily keep it in the closet somewhere or keep it on a rotation back in my phone somewhere. But that's not gonna be my main shit. And see, this is something but see, one woman is so desperate to be needed and wanted that telling them it would just break their fucking hearts to hear it. It would literally just break their hearts to hear that truth. But that's the reality of the dynamic between men and women. Men view women's bodies as women view shoes and pants and coats and shit. It's the same shit. All right. Now we might like we might like one a little better than the other, and you know what I'm saying. I might have like a favorite jacket, even though I got 15 different jackets, but I always go to that one go-to jacket. But I keep the other jackets in the closet. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But see, like that news is heartbreaking to a woman because, like I said, see, women. This is where women have the same brains as children. Like they are the whole world, and the world revolves around. They are the world, and the sun revolves around them. So like when they have to realize, no, we revolve around the sun. It's fucking heartbreaking. Like they just fall out their fucking chairs and crying in tears. Oh, why are they so mean? Like motherfucker, I'm not mean. I'm telling the truth, right? Okay, if you don't believe me, go look at men's porn history. Do you think any man is jacking off to one porn star? As soon as he gets tired of one, he goes off to another. Oh, well, she has better tits and nice hair. Oh, well, this one has a nicer ass, and and I like the way her calf meets her fucking feet, and she has a rounded calf muscle on her leg. Oh, but this one, it's something about how she stands on her toes. I like this one. Men don't even do that with porn. All right. If you don't believe me, go look into if the girls watching this. Go look into your man's porn history. He is looking up some everything. Because what I'm saying is, some men would hate me for saying that because they try to push this whole like monogamy thing. Like I don't want my girl to cheat on me type shit. But in reality, like the guy is going to do it, all right, in some form. Because like I said, if you feed somebody pepperoni pizza all day every day, that would easily become his least favorite food by the end of the month. All right. It's just the reality of it. So maybe if he's just watching porn, or if he's actually fucking other bitches, or if the girl's in the orgies, that's on the particular situation. But the reality of it is, no one woman will ever be completely sexually enough for any one man. Because at some point, that man's going to want something extra, something different. All right? It's just the reality of it. Or if he's not, then the woman's going to see him as boring. He's not pushing anything. He's not trying. It's one of the two's gonna happen. Either he's gonna take the initiative to finally go out and try something or do something different or new, or the woman's gonna view him as like not taking control and all this other shit.
And y'all be so quick to want a nigga to just lock in on you. Do you even have enough going on for you to be a person everything? Y'all be on some of these one-on-ones. Y'all don't even really be knowing these niggas to want to be locked in 100%. Then when y'all get into relationships, you want to feel some type of way because the nigga is requiring odd things of you. Bitch, you should have that before you was running around here hollering, leave them other hoes alone. You supposed to be with me. Stop texting her. Stop. Y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended, but this is nothing but cold hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you. The shit is very deep. Y'all be wanting monogamy and shit. You want to be a person's sole Focus. That's what y'all be wanting. Like, tell the
like
truth.
children, yeah.
Y'all be wanting.
Like children.
Y'all want these niggas to only worry about y'all. But do you have enough to even interest a nigga that long? Half of y'all don't even have nothing going on but the nigga. That's it. Outside of being John baby mama, and you work at the motherfucking hospital down there as a nurse, you ain't got nothing else outside of that. It's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right. Sure.
Nothing. You don't got no great goals, no great aspirations. You don't got a lot of data to teach a nigga. You don't go self-educate in your spare time because you're so busy trying to make sure the nigga stay focused on you. But that's like a bitch trying to make you watch a movie that it ain't even that interesting. Just turn it on and look at it. Bitch, look it on. Look at the movie. Bitch, but bitch, this shit is boring. It's nothing going on. It ain't helping a nigga get a bag. It don't really satisfy my sex drive like that all the way around. It's not doing that for me and my children. Why do I gotta keep looking at this? Y'all never consider this shit.
No. Well, I gotta kind of disagree with that. Women consider it. They consider it, but they run away from it because the reality hurts too much. They consider it. They think about it, and they know it. Most women, like women, know it. Most women, they consider it and they're fully aware, but they'll do any mental gymnastics they have to do to run away from it because they know it's the truth. Well, they knew it was the truth since they were 10 years old. That they would never be anything interesting. They know it. But it's like these Cardi B music videos and shit. They're pretty much just selling women's vaginas on mainstream television. Or not mainstream, but like cable TV and shit like that, or whatever the fuck, internet, YouTube, shit like that. So that, and I think that's why so many women are flocking to like the whole sexual liberation thing. That's actually a good point I just made to myself right now. Or I could just be sick still, I don't know. But that could be a big reason behind the whole push of this whole sexual liberation. Oh, don't judge me for my past. Because see, most women know they're not interesting. Most women know they don't bring much to offer. They're going to be a drag on anybody's life they're involved in. Most women, if their father's still there, their father's trying to get rid of them because the father's tired of their shit. And he's looking for the first man to come take her fucking shit away from him to pay her bills and get her the fuck away. Most women know it. So like that's actually making a lot of sense why the current push for to not stigmatize bitches who do porn and OnlyFans shit like that because it's adding because if they can find a way to make that shit looked at as positively, well now some women now they become interesting because let's do the math on it. The same women who do that, how many of those women were genuinely interesting before they did porn or interesting after they do porn? Not very many of them. I tell you, not very many of them. Most of them end up fat and fucked up and hooked on drugs after it. Or just fucked up in some way. That actually makes perfect sense why the current push for all that liberty. Because like I said, most women are not interesting people. Most of the women, they do not text very well. They don't, most women are just like, most women are not fun, interesting, good people to genuinely be around. Like I said earlier, not in earlier videos, woman existing as woman is usually what gets most women by on the planet. Now, there are some women who are genuinely interesting. They can talk, they can laugh, they can make jokes, they can bring up interesting topics, they can have good counter arguments. There are some women out there who can do it. But for the most part, average, like women for the few women who fit these boats, they will tell you that most women are not interesting people. So it's not like I'm just the only one out here bashing the shit. Like they will tell you, like women who are CEOs will admit to not hiring women in their own workforce because they know women they pretty much essentially sit around and wait for somebody else, usually men, to do all the work. Like what women have always done since the beginning of time. Most women will generally sit around, twiddle their thumbs, wait for a man to go out and create something, and then go hop on that man in the last 5 minutes and pretend that she was there with him the whole time. And they went through the hard times together. That's just what woman does. Now, you do have anomalies of women here and there, but for the most part throughout history, that's what woman has always done. Point blank. Actually, no, man, I'm going to cut this off here. Because I'm getting fucking tired. So, yeah. That's the video, man. Yeah, I'm going to try to make some more videos this week, but I don't know because I've been fucking sick. So anyway, hope you guys had a good week and I hope you like everything's good because we're back on quarantine. Quarantine here is going to be over in about 9 days. It's November 11th now, so on the 20th we'll be out of quarantine now. And like this shit is just fucking ridiculous here, man. Over in Europe, like the fucking people are like starting. I think I seen earlier like people were rioting in France about like shops having to close down because this second quarantine just killed any potential to like rebound from the first quarantine from the economic downfall of it. But yeah, man. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day. Bye.